Welcome to Robotagentz. In this video, we'll walk you through how to create a mission. After logging in, you'll land on the status page. Look at the top right corner. There's a button labeled Mission Editor. Click it. You will now be in the Mission Editor, where you can design mission plans for your agents. Think of a mission plan as a flowchart made up of task blocks. You connect these blocks to direct the mission's flow. To begin, click the New button at the top. Two blocks will appear in your workspace: a start block and an exit block. These are the default blocks for every mission. The start block is mandatory and must always be included, while the exit block is optional. We'll dive deeper into that in a future video. For now, let's build a simple mission that will send an email at a specified time. This is not a super useful mission, but it is a good starting point for learning how to use the mission editor. First, we will need a block that can watch the time and trigger when a specific time has been reached. To find this block, press on the button labeled Add Task Block. You will see a new window appear that gives you the option of searching, selecting groups, or directly selecting a block. Let's click on the button in the Groups section called Date and Time. This will filter the block results to just date and time-related blocks. Scroll through the list until you find At Time Wait. Click on that. This will add a new block to the workspace. You can move this block around the workspace by holding down the left mouse button while over the block and then dragging it to the position you want. Once you have it in the position you want, we need to set the time in the block to the time that we want to trigger on. To do this, click on the button with the three dots inside the block. You will see a new window appear that will allow you to enter a variable or a time select. Let's choose Time Select. To set a trigger time, click on the clock icon. Select an hour and a minute, and whether it should be AM or PM. When done setting the trigger time, click outside the time selector. Finally, click the Submit button to submit the trigger time. Let's make our first connection. Move the mouse over the start block until you see a plus icon and press the left mouse button and hold it down. Keep holding down the left mouse button as you drag the connector over to the At Time Wait input, and when you see a plus icon, let up on the left mouse button. This will connect the start block to the At Time Wait. Now let's add an email task block. Press on the Add Task Block button. Then click on the emailing group and select the task block Send Email with no attachments. Let's fill in the email block. Let's add an email address to the Send To item. Press on the button with the three dots. A dialog window will appear that will allow you to set the email address as a plain text or a variable. Let's choose plain text and add an email address. When done, press the Submit button. Now let's add a subject. Press on the button with the three dots. Let's choose plain text. Enter as what you want in the subject line of the email and press Submit. Now let's add a body. Press on the button with three dots. Let's choose plain text. Enter as what you want in the body of the email and press Submit. Now connect the done output of the At Time Wait to the input of the Send Email with no attachments block. Now, since we are doing a simple example, we will just connect both the success and failed outputs to the exit block. If you want to do something if the email fails, add a block and connect to the failed output. Now, to save our mission, click on the Save button. A dialog window will appear. Enter a name for your mission and click the Save button. Congratulations, you have created your first mission. Thanks for watching our video. Please like and subscribe to help us create more useful tutorials like this.